Al-Razi, the hero of science. Welcome to our English learning series. Imagine a doctor. The ruler of a great city asks him to build a new hospital. But where is the best place, and where is the air clean? The doctor has a smart, scientific idea. He puts fresh meat in different places in the city. He waits. He looks at the meat. He picked the place where the meat stayed fresh the longest. This clever doctor did a real test. He wanted to help people by building the hospital in the best place. His name was Al-Razi. Did you know about the greatest doctor of the Middle Ages? He was not just a doctor. He was a smart chemist, someone who studies how different substances work together. He was also a kind thinker. He lived over 1,100 years ago in Persia. Persia was famous for learning at that time. He lived after Al-Khwarizmi, but before Avicenna. He showed the world a powerful truth. A true doctor must be both a great scientist and a kind human. He is famous for his careful experiments. He is also famous for his kindness. He treated poor people for free. He helped many people and made their lives better. Al-Razi was born in Ray. This city is near Tehran, the capital of Iran today. His life was a story of science, discovery, and helping people. We don't know much about Al-Razi's early life. We know that he loved music and learning. He first became a famous chemist. He spent many years studying different sciences. In fact, he was the first person to discover alcohol and sulfuric acid. These were big discoveries. His findings changed the future of chemistry. But how did Al-Razi make these discoveries? His chemistry work was new and very important. He made alcohol by using a method called distillation. Distillation is a way to separate liquids. It was a new idea at that time. Alcohol was important because it could clean wounds and help people heal. He also made sulfuric acid by heating something called iron sulfate. Sulfuric acid was useful for making other chemicals. Al-Razi's chemistry work helped doctors and scientists for many years. But later in his life, he decided to become a doctor. He believed that helping sick people was one of the most important jobs in the world. He became the head of the hospitals in Ray and later in Baghdad. Baghdad was the biggest and most important city in the world at that time. Al-Razi wrote over 200 books in his life. His most famous work is a big medical book called Al-Hawi. This means the comprehensive book. It truly was complete. It was a very big book of all the medical knowledge in the world. But this book was special. It was not just a collection of old ideas from Greek and Indian doctors. For every disease, Al-Razi first wrote what the old book said. Then, he added something new and very important. He wrote about his own experiences with his own patients. This was a new way of thinking. It is called clinical medicine. Because of this, Al-Razi is sometimes called the father of clinical medicine. His great book, Al-Hawi, was very important. European universities used it as a main book for more than 500 years. Al-Razi's books are full of wisdom about science, health, and how to live a good life. He shared many important thoughts that helped people then and now. Here are a few of his famous ideas. A person who wants to serve humanity is always a good person. This means some people say they serve God, but they might not be kind. But a person whose goal is to help other people is definitely a good person. For Al-Razi, helping others was the highest goal. The world would be a perfect place if everyone could use their talents well. This means every person has a special talent or ability. If we all used our best skills to help each other, the world would be a perfect place. If a patient is not getting better, there are two reasons. The doctor is not skilled, or the patient is not following the doctor's advice. This means healing needs a team. The doctor must be knowledgeable, but the patient also has a responsibility to help in their own recovery. With our minds, we can find what makes our lives good and sweet. This means the most powerful tool we have is our mind. If we think clearly and use wisdom, we can achieve our goals and live a happy life. He believed we understand the world best by using reason and looking carefully. He thought science should be based on what we can see and test, not only on old ideas. He also talked about how doctors should behave. He said a good doctor must always do what is best for the patient, not for themselves. His ideas about kindness and helping others are still important today. Sadly, like the poet Rudaki, Al-Razi also had a tragic end to his life. He became blind in his old age. There are different stories about why. Some people think he became blind because of his hard work with dangerous chemicals. Other stories exist, but they are not well known or proven. This great doctor, who had brought sight and health to so many people, spent his last years in darkness. Al-Razi is one of the true heroes of science and medicine. He was a man of experiments. He was a man of reason. And he was a man of great kindness. He is called the father of pediatrics, the medicine for children, and the father of ophthalmology, the medicine for eyes. He taught doctors to be kind to all their patients, rich or poor. He taught scientists to trust observation and experiments, not just old books. He created a new, scientific way of thinking about medicine. In Iran, there is a special day to remember his amazing work. 5th of Shahrivar in the Persian calendar, usually August 27th, is Pharmacist's Day. It is celebrated on Al-Razi's day in his honor. That is why Al-Razi will always be celebrated. He was the greatest doctor of his time. He was a hero of science. He was also a great example of a kind and caring human. Thank you for learning about Al-Razi with us. Which of Al-Razi's ideas is most useful for our world today? Share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe for more videos on Persian culture and history.